What's up, guys? Welcome once again to the DC show. It's your boy T McNeil. Today is Tuesday. Let's talk a little bit of tech gaming news. All right, let's go. So, guys, I had a question for you to all my fellow gamers. I want to know one thing. As far as games are concerned, do you guys much rather prefer the optical disc, or do you guys much rather prefer a digital version of a game? Okay, simple question. So do you guys prefer the digital version, or do you prefer to use the disc in the disc drive? For me, guys, personally, I say years ago I used to use the disc quite often, and I mean like often. I mean, I used to burn disc drives up, man, like you wouldn't believe. But you know, now with especially with Comcast being able to have the speeds that, you know, and not only Comcast, Verizon, Fios as well, you know, they have the speeds to really complement a lot of these games and a lot of the software that's coming out, you know, for the consoles, man. So, and we're talking about speeds of excess of 100 megabits per second and sometimes even faster, man. So with those kind of speeds, I mean, you really don't need, this is my opinion, I don't think you really need a disc, so to speak. Now, I'm a little weird when and the reason why I say that, guys, is simply because when it comes to like movies, I would much rather prefer the physical disc, okay, over a digital copy. Why is that? I'm just not sure. I think for me, it's probably because when I go to my living room, I like to actually see the physical movies there. You know, it's kind of old school, man, so I can kind of walk up to it and, you know, just kind of swipe and pick through, you know, just to see what I want to look at. But when it comes to the games, that's when it gets a little weird, man, because I don't prefer the physical disc. I much prefer a digital. I mean, and here's the thing, guys, even though when you have a digital copy of a game, it does take up a lot of hard drive space, but we can't even say that, because if you have the physical disc, guess what? You get the same exact result, because that physical disc is also going to take up hard drive space. You know, now I remember, guys, a few years ago when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One had first launched, I think they had something where you had to install the game first. And especially with Microsoft, I know you guys remember back then, Microsoft had this thing where it was the Xbox had to always be connected to the internet, and it had to always be on. And I think that kind of turned a lot of people off, man. So, and then Sony also had something called game sharing, okay, where you can actually purchase a physical copy of the game, meaning the optical disc, and there was some kind of way that you were able to share that game with another gamer, and they didn't even have to have the disc with them. So fast forward to 2018, I'm not even sure if those options even exist anymore, especially on Sony's standpoint. Now for Microsoft, actually they did change that. You know, they changed the rule with the always on feature, and I know you guys remember that, but which I found interesting. But they kind of lost a lot of momentum when they decided to do that. So they had to go back to the drawing board and change the settings on all these consoles before this thing had launched back in 2013. You know, so with all that being said, you know, back to, you know, the physical disc, you know, I don't have an issue with the physical disc, but for me, I think it takes up a lot of space. And when I say space, I mean like I just don't have the space to actually store all of those discs. Now the movies is set up different, because I have an actual shelf that's probably all the way up to the ceiling, guys, where I have movies galore. I mean, in order from how I bought them, like what day and everything. If there's a part 1, a part 2, a part 3 to a certain movie, they're all together. You know, I'm kind of picky like that, man. So, but with the games, like I said, I just don't have the space to stack all of these games like that. And then you got to think too, guys. Like for me, movies is something I keep forever. Okay, I typically don't get rid of movies, guys. And the games, you know, you got GameStop, you know, you got places like that where you can actually go and trade these titles back in for money. But here's the thing, like I said, I don't purchase physical media. So all the digital games is stored on my PS4, okay? And of course, you know, if you run out of room, you can always upgrade the memory. You know, you can get yourself a external hard drive. You know, I can't remember exactly how far up you can go. I think it goes up to, I want to say maybe 2 terabytes, maybe even 3. Don't quote me on that, guys, but the PS4, I know for sure, can be formatted with an external hard drive, like I said, so you can actually continue to keep your games. But I don't keep them. Once I play through them and once I, you know, unlock everything and purchase DLC, finish that, I'm pretty much done with the game. I erase it and I make room for the next thing. All right. So guys, do me a favor, make sure that you guys leave a comment down below and let me know, you know, which format you guys prefer. You know, me, like I said, I prefer the digital copies of the game over the physical disc, but you guys may like it the opposite way. So definitely let me know down below in the comment section. All right, guys. So do me a favor. Also, guys, make sure you give a brother a like for this video. It'd greatly be appreciated. Also, guys, if you enjoyed this content, please make sure that you smack that subscribe button. All right. So this is T McNeil from the DC Show. I'll catch you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Deuces.